Welcome back to Sunrise, and welcome to all our beautiful visitors to our wonderful island, the land of wood and water, Jamaica, land we love.
That's right.
Thank you so very much for choosing Jamaica, and we do hope that you will enjoy our beaches, you'll enjoy our rivers, you'll enjoy our food, our people, and, you know, our ocean. And speaking about ocean, you know, some people need to mind them business and not the ocean, right? That is it. Mind your business and not the ocean. Now, that's the call from a dedicated group of young environmentalists who are working to safeguard our ocean floor from deep sea mining. This involves extracting minerals from the ocean floor at depths ranging from 200 to 6,500 meters, an excursion that many believe poses a significant risk to our environment. Our guests this morning are Research Policy Co-Lead for Development and Advocacy and incoming President at the Jamaica Climate Change Youth Council, Davia Hilton, and also marine biologist and ocean activist, Robin Young. Ladies, good morning.
Ladies, morning.
How are you?
How are you?
Mind your business and not the ocean. I like that.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having us. We're happy to be here.
Why mind your business? What's going on with that? Tell us the story behind that.
We were having a discussion about what it really means to go down in the ocean, where we really don't have no business being there because it's at such depths and darkness that humans can't even survive. And we thought about where they're planning to mine, which is out in the Pacific, where Jamaica have no business out in the Pacific. So we don't want to go over there and destroy the people, them environment, like we're colonialists. So we said, why don't you mind your business and not the ocean?
I like that. But why should people care? Because, Davia, people remember I said, but Davia, the people them free for do what they want to do. I mean, they might use the mineral to make phone and laptop and camera and these things, and the ocean will replenish itself. So what's the big deal? What say you to that?
Well, the ocean won't replenish itself. The ocean is very slow to recover.
Yes.
They did test mining in 1970, and that area has not recovered since then. Not even microbacteria has recovered.
Wow.
So, yes, people are free to do what they want, but they have like a conscience to think about the future generations, that we were born into this earth where we had this healthy ocean, and we need to leave it for our kids and the generation after us, but also for ourselves.
Robin, what about persons who are pro deep sea mining, who speak to the potential benefits that can be derived from the minerals that are extracted, the technology, the resources, the energy, etc., etc.?
Absolutely, and I have no doubt that these will be beneficial for a time. You know, how sustainable is this industry? As David had mentioned, you know, the deep sea is very slow to recover, so the animals there, they're slow to reproduce. So, you know, when we're talking about finite materials, the nodules, for example, that they want to mine, these are things that are finite. They don't have a shelf life. How sustainable is this industry? So yes, while there may be some short-term benefits, you know, how sustainable is the industry? We have to think about that.
People on land probably are wondering, yeah, Davia, and yes, Robin, we hear about the deep sea mining, but how does that actually affect us? How does it affect the average everyday man and woman if this deep sea mining goes on?
Well, you know, in the Caribbean, we are heavily reliant on our blue economy, whether it be our fisheries, our tourism, even something such as agriculture. We all depend, or small island developing states, island nations, we really rely on our ocean, our blue economy. So when we think about it, it really generates most of our income. And this is something that, you know, maybe a young guy or somebody who has only known fishing all their life, or they only know the oceans, this is how they benefit, you know, from our blue economy. So when we think about that, we have to really pause to think about, as you said, the everyday average person.
Right.
We all rely on our oceans. We are heavily intertwined with our oceans, and it's something that we really need.
Davia, the International Seabed Authority is headquartered in Kingston. There's an important meeting coming up. Tell us about that meeting and what are some of the matters that will be discussed.
Right. So every meeting that they have is important because they're on sort of a rushed timeline to go ahead and mine because a 2-year rule ended last year. So they can at any point decide to mine. So each time the members of the ISA, which is all the members countries that are signed on, including Jamaica. So at any point they can go ahead and mine. So we treat each meeting as if it's the detrimental dire meeting. But this one in particular is also to vote for a new general Secretary General, sorry, and this is very important because the person who is running against the current Secretary General is very much more of an environmentalist and understands the gravity of what they're doing.
Okay.
So what are you hoping to achieve in the lead up to the meeting?
We're hoping to achieve much more awareness on the issue. Each time we talk about it, there are new people saying, what's going on in our country? There's a ISA, there's a UN body in Jamaica, and it's amazing because I felt the same way when I found out as well. So it's an education issue that needs to happen. Like if you're a government that has a UN body, the only small island that does, why wouldn't you want that to be broadcasted? It's very important that people understand what's going on because it's going to affect all of us.
Very well.
Right.
Well, that's why we're here to disseminate the information. Well, ladies, thank you for bringing the, information to the fore. A lot of people, didn't know about it or even the depth of it, right? And so I hope that people will take the necessary information and understand how best to use it because at the end of the day, as we said, we have to respect Mother Nature so Mother Nature can respect us.
Absolutely.
Thank you so very much. Our guests this morning, Davia Hilton, Research Policy Co-Lead for Development and Advocacy at the Jamaica Climate Change, and the incoming President, Madame Presidente, I love it, and also Robin Young, marine biologist and ocean activist. On the other side of the break, we get our hard hats on with H&L Rapid True Value. It's Sunrise right here on CVM. Nice.